Hey everybody, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to get to EBSCOhost so you can start your research project and find an article. So we're going to start on RVRH's website and then from here, you probably guessed it, you're going to go to library in the middle here. Then you are going to go to, on the left hand side, our handy dandy box, we're going to click databases A to Z. It's called A to Z because it's alphabetical. So EBSCOhost begins with E. So we're going to scroll down. We're going to click E for EBSCOhost. And then we are going to log in. I'm going to post this login information on Google Classroom. Do not tell me you don't know what it is. That will make me mad. You're going to click sign in. Now, see, I just signed in perfectly okay from my home computer on my own internet. That is proof that you guys can log in. Students always tell me that they can't do it, they have problems. Do not tell me that. You are inside EBSCOhost. We're going to be okay. EBSCOhost, we're going to click EBSCOhost Web. Now we are officially in the database. We're going to decide we want MAS Ultra. We're going to click Continue. All right, now I'm going to give you a quick tour of EBSCOhost. So let me just first start off by saying that this is not Google, okay? This is not Google. Google is, it's going to just go towards what is ever the most popular choice based on search results and what people are clicking on. EBSCOhost is a little bit more refined, so it will really hone in on specific words and phrases. So you have to be very intentional and use the correct words and phrases to find what you want. And you cannot put in a giant question in here like the relationship between love and teens in Romeo and Juliet. It's not going to work. All right. So you want to keep it really, really simple. So you might want to do teenagers, and you might want to do love. Okay, just to start. Now you can also do something like this. You can do or adolescents or young adults or teenagers or adolescents or young adults. And what that or does is it tells EBSCOhost that, hey man, EBSCOhost, you know what? I'm interested in any of these words. So the or sends us this little word, the or sends a signal to EBSCOhost to search for any of those words or phrases. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. It's up to you to figure it out. So let's just keep it simple with teenagers and love. Now, the other thing you want to do before you hit the green search bar is you want to click full text, okay? And then from here, we want to just, we're going to click search. Okay, so we have 892 results, okay? 1 through 20 is here. So this first page has 20 of the 892 results. Okay, so you can scroll down and you can click the next page is right here. So you can go through more of them, okay? But we're not going to do that. We're not going to get into that right now. If you go over to the left, this little bar over here, I'm looking at this bar on the this bar over here, you can change the publication date, which is kind of cool. So if you want something that's more recent, right, which would probably make sense, you can drag this bar up to like, let's say 1980. Okay, so that's going to update you. Then that'll help us. It knocked out a few results, but you get the idea. So you can mess with that if you'd like. You can also, I would check off magazines, and I would check off newspapers as well. You don't want book reviews. That's not going to help you. So I would stick with magazines and newspapers. That's going to give you a better results. So let's move on. So rants and raves, teen people. This article is based upon some of the pleasant ideas of teenagers. Teenagers love how people become kinder and more appreciative during the holidays. Kind of interesting. I don't think we want to learn about holiday shopping though. Natalie Portman. We don't want to read about Natalie Portman. That has nothing to do with teenagers and how their brains develop in love. Right? Not really interesting. Fries Before Guys and other boy myths. And other boy myths to break. A cover story's content offers information on dating and understanding boys for teenage girls. Huh. Very interesting. That could probably work. Let's see what else we got. True love and girl culture. Boy, that sounds interesting. The sex lives and childbearing of teenage girls have been hot topics. That could probably work too. Love, sex, and real life. That could also work. So what you have to do is you can't just choose the first one. Okay? You can't just go like, this one's going to work. It's going to take some time to figure out the article that's best for you and that is interesting and that you actually want to read. Okay, so you're going to have to take your time, look at the title. You're going to have to look at the abstract, which is a fancy word for summary, and then you want to let's check this one out. We're going to click Fries Before Guys, and this is the article, right? So we have the author's name up top, up here. We have the subjects of the article here in the abstract, and then we have the article itself, which seems to be kind of short, and it's an interview. We don't know if the article is any good because we haven't read it. So you have to read it, think about it. Does it connect to Romeo and Juliet? Does it connect to our topic? I don't want to spend too much time looking for other things, but let's just see if we have defiance. Okay, so we have 6 results here. You might want to change defiance. We could do anger. We could do rule breaking. We could do any number of words. And then let's just do family relationships. We have 224 results, which is pretty good. Nurturing a teenager to be a better future. The secret that parents can't keep. So there's a lot of options here. Factors behind adolescents' well-being. For now, let's just click that option. Okay. Now, let's say we're going to go with this article. How do we get this thing to our Google Drive? You're going to look here. Look at this. We have a bunch of options here. There's an export option, which will, I believe it will download it to your personal computer, which is fine if you want to do that. What I'm asking you to do is move it to Google Drive. We're going to click Google Drive. It's going to ask me to sign in. Okay, we're going to click Allow because we want it to give it permission. All right, so that gave us permission, and now it says that it's on Google Drive. So we're going to click OK. Now let's go back to Google Drive and see if we can find our article. Let's go to Recent. Here it is. Factors behind adolescent well-being. So let's take that. Okay, so you might get this crazy code. All this is the article that we have not downloaded yet. Okay, but if you have this, it's totally fine. It's totally normal. It looks like crazy. It's just because it's code. All right, so this is the article. So once you have it on Google Drive, it's now yours, and you can upload it as an assignment, and then I can give you credit. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any additional questions. It will take you some time to find an article that works for you. Don't get frustrated. Take your time. Come up with a couple different types of search terms in these boxes and experiment. Remember, you have 3 different topics. You're choosing one. I will talk to you guys later. Adios.